Hey guys, you remember my friend Skeefoo from the video when we were driving around Panama City looking for tires. He has a KLR650 now, and today we are going to put, grab that spring, the new one. And today we're going to put these new progressive front fork springs in his bike and show you how quick and easy that it can be done. So, to get started, we're just going to do one at a time. So to get started, we're going to do one at a time. So to get started, we're going to do one spring at a time. That way you don't have to put the bike up on blocks or anything. The one spring will help you. So to get started, we're going to do one shock at a time, and you might need to loosen up the triple clamp. Is that what that's called? Loosen up the triple clamp and then turn out the cap that covers the fork spring.
Didn't let this one off, did we?
Come on.
Inside the fork tube, there's a spacer in there and a spring. As you see, we're not going to be able to reach in there with these pliers to get it. So we've got a special tool we're offering here at Half Throttle. They will be on sale. Just ask us for your Half Throttle spring puller. Oops.
This is the stock set right here. You can see that the aftermarket set from Progressive Suspension is longer, and this is the spacer that went with the stock spring. So what we got to do is drop this one in and cut this in half. We got to make this 2 inches long. Yeah. Do we know what we're doing?
Yes, we do.
We don't have a clue what we're doing.
Pretty damn close, Ryan.
So inside every KLR650 is a spring and a spacer. How long is that spacer? 5.5?
Yes, sir. 5.5.
So all we did was take one of those out and cut it in half, and that becomes your spacer for the new suspension. The next thing you do is just slide this in the hole that you took the old one out of.
This piece goes on top of your spring. You get it to fall down in there straight. It just sits there on top of the spring. Okay, next your spacer. And finally the cap.
When you're putting it back in, it's a little hard because the spacer sticks up an inch or so. So you have to get something that you can push down on it and crank at the same time. So we have this socket with an extension, and then what is it, a 19 millimeter?
Yep, 19 millimeter.
And you just have to be careful as you're getting it started to not cross thread anything, because that would be bad. So guys, upgrading your suspension is pretty quick and easy. Check out the video description for a link to Progressive Suspension's website. They're a friend of the show, and tell them Half Throttle sent you. You ready to go test them out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we're going to go for a ride, and we'll get a report from Ron on the difference, because he's been riding this for a while with the stock springs. Now he's got the new ones in. So we'll hear it from not Ron, I mean Skeefoo, but if he feels a big difference.
Right off the bat, I notice a difference in how stiff they are. Feels more up in the stroke than it did before. Well, they're still acting about like they were before. They're just stiffer, a little bit higher up in the stroke. Overall, I'd say it worked out fine.